Over the years, the people of Scotland have developed a love for raw Scottish programming. So we thought we'd look at all the classic programmes and uncover what people really love about locally produced television and talk to the geniuses behind some of the country's most loved programmes. First of all, we came to Glasgow Film Office, who plays a vital role in bringing productions to Scotland's largest city, Glasgow.
The Glasgow Film Office is the film commission for the City of Glasgow. We deal with all filming in the city. My job is to go out and encourage people to come and film in Glasgow. And then when people are here and choose Glasgow, we help facilitate them in terms of looking at different locations, put them in touch with the right people within the council for closing roads and parking and that sort of thing. So we help kind of on the operational level as well.
We then took to the streets to find out why the people of Scotland feel it is important that Glasgow is used as a film location.
Independent film companies and students even trying to get into the kind of film industry or television industry, it gives them a lot of openings and gives them, opens a path to where there usually isn't any. So
it's important for Glasgow to be used as a filming location because it attracts tourists and then that brings in more money for us, so economy and all that.
Well, obviously it's good to tell Scottish stories for reinforcing national identity, that kind of thing.
Continuing to make the nation laugh is the Comedy Unit, a Glasgow-based production company famous for telling Scottish stories in its own way. The Comedy Unit is responsible for hit programmes such as Still Game, Gary Tank Commander and Chewing the Fat, to name but a few.
Joker damn, I've seen this before. It's gossip overload.
The Comedy Unit was originally part of BBC Scotland. It was kind of their in-house comedy department, and then the people that were in charge of it there decided that it'd be nice to have an independent company and do things their own way. So in 1996 it became an independent company. To be honest, they could have changed the name, but I think they were lazy at the time and just thought, we'll call it the Comedy Unit.
I think people really enjoy the comedy programmes because they make you laugh.
You don't really get that kind of humour on kind of more English broadcasts. So.
Reflects true life, but in a really witty way.
I think it's fantastic.
They stay kind of close to homes with the jokes and stuff, so.
They take daily events, stuff that can happen our lives from day to day.
I just think they're really quite funny.
Sometimes it isn't even that, sometimes it's just a funny situation.
In terms of actually making me laugh out loud, I can still watch the Lift sketch.
Calm. Where's that coming from? Why is it telling people to be calm?
Because they knew they'd be selling this to Scottish people who'd be going up for nut sitting.
You have not selected a floor.
Aye, we have! 11!
Everyone in the company comes from a comedy writing or stand-up background, pretty much. Not the accounts department, but everyone in the creative team. And there's just such a rigorous creative process that everyone, we all end up in rooms talking about ideas, we all end up debating ideas, saying, that joke's not good enough, the joke should be like that. And the talent that we work with, come in and get to feel part of that process.
Most of the time, if projects are coming to Scotland, they do tend to base themselves in Glasgow because that's where all the crew and facilities are. So they are very important. But for Glasgow, the Glasgow Film Office have set up the Glasgow Film Partnership, where there is some local organisations that have all signed up to say that they are film friendly. So people such as the Science Centre and SPT and British Waterways, all these sort of organisations are saying that they're friendly, and if somebody comes to film in Glasgow, then they'll have a procedure in place.
Two of Scotland's leading broadcasters are BBC Scotland and STV, situated within a stone's throw of each other. They both have an outstanding contribution to television in Scotland. STV is Scotland's largest ITV franchise and broadcasts the well-known, well-loved drama Taggart and the daily magazine programme The Hour. BBC Scotland provides well-equipped studio facilities throughout Scotland, however competes throughout the day with STV at peak time slots. We took to the streets to find out what the public think about the rivalry.
Well, yeah, I think it's something that I've never really thought about in the past, as them being rivals.
Yeah, there is some rivalry. Well, there has to be, because they're businesses are businesses.
I think there's a rivalry, but I don't think it's very healthy, because I think that BBC's got a lot more money than STV has.
To be honest, they have different remits. One's a commercial broadcaster, the other is a public service broadcaster, so it's not something that I would recognise that they do have a rivalry.
It is a good rivalry, but I think it'd be great if there was something else that could in England you've got or in London, you've got all these channels competing. But up here, when it's opted out, you've really only got STV and BBC, and I think you need more.
In recent years, Scotland has established itself as a well-equipped, fully talented, creative country with outstanding top-of-the-range production facilities. Companies like the Comedy Unit, BBC and STV continue to produce top-quality programming for nationwide broadcast. With the help of the Glasgow Film Office and other industry organisations, more and more productions are coming to Scotland and filming in Glasgow. Scotland continues to grow strength by strength, producing television gold.